Technology is changing the world rapidly and it's beginning to be employed in almost every part of our lives. It shouldn't be a surprise to know that even in our healthcare industry, technology is also taking over. What technology does in the healthcare industry is that it makes life easier for both doctors and their patients. Thanks to the advancement in technology itself, there are now AIs and robots that help healthcare facilities perform better, and even give hope to those patients who had lost hope. In this video, we will be giving you a rundown of the 10 best robots for healthcare. Coming on the number 10 spot is this awesome robot called the Robotic Nurse. One thing for sure that we know is that human nurses are great, always there to assist the doctor, and keep the hospital running no matter what. Also, nurses aren't so much and they are usually overlabored, because of the amount of work they have to do in the hospital. Thanks to this robotic nurse, things are now much easier. For now, these robotic nurses are programmed to do little work in the hospital, but no matter how little, they can ease these nurses for those jobs. However, some examples of work they can perform include filling out some digital paperworks, check in on how a patient is doing, moving those metal carts from room to room, etc. They help keep the hospital running, and even sort to make the hospital a little more lively. 9. Telepresence Robot Surrogates. This is like a communication robot. You might have seen it in a cartoon or a TV show that is trying to portray the future. Well, the future is now because these robots exist. They are designed in this way. Their head has the screen of an iPad or a screen at least. Their body is like a fat standing fan, and then it has wheels to move around. Thanks to this telepresence robot surrogate, it is possible for doctors from different regions to communicate with each other seamlessly. Not like this wasn't possible before, but the thing is that the robot makes it look like the doctor is there, standing and talking with either a doctor or patient. One can easily run a diagnosis in the presence of these robots. Number 8 on the list is companion bots. Think of a buddy, but this time a robot buddy. We're sure you're wondering how a robot buddy is important to your health, but it is. Besides being your buddy, it can be of great assistance to you. These robots have incredible importance in healthcare. Think about those elderly people who can't do certain things themselves. This robot is an assistant that can help them with certain, or most tasks. Also for those patients who are mentally affected and have been led to choose loneliness, this robot can help them to feel around people. In due time, they will be able to cooperate. One important feature of this companion bot is that you're sure an ambulance will get to you if anything happens because it can call the nearest ambulance once it sees you've collapsed, or you feel pale. 7. Clinical training bots. Before the invention of this, surgeons have been either gaining knowledge on the job, or making use of caravans. This is an invention that is meant to train surgeons on how to carry out operations on real beings. They have all the organs in the human body that helps the trainee to learn how to carry out operations. This is a very handy bot in the medical field used to train and improve the skills of surgeons. And at number 6 is disinfectant bots. Ever wondered why hospitals have cleaners that clean the floors almost every minute? Well, it's because whether you believe it or not, hospitals have a high number of microorganisms. Think about it. Have you ever been to a hospital to treat an illness, and then return home with a new one? It's because of the harmful microorganisms that exist in the hospital. That's where these magnificent bots come in. The good thing about these bots is that they move around the hospital on their own. You're probably wondering how they disinfect the whole hospital. Immediately a patient leaves the hospital room they were in, this robot exposes a ray with heat that kills all the microorganisms in the room. Having one of these is a great way to get your hospital rid of germs. Before we move to number 5 on the list, kindly help us to put this video in front of many that may need it by smashing the like button and sharing this video with people that it will interest in your network. Thank you for staying tuned. Moving on to number 5 is targeted microtherapy robots. This kind of medical robot is quite promising, despite its infancy in the market. In essence, they employ mechanical near microscopic particles to deliver medicine, or other therapy locally to a predetermined target region within the body. This might be used to confine the treatment to the required organ, so limiting its negative effects, or to administer radiation directly to a tumor. The particle's path to the target, though, is what's intriguing in this situation. Other approaches might be used, but recent research has focused on using microbots with tiny, helical tails that can be guided by magnetic fields to spin through blood arteries, to a precise location in the body. At number 4 is orthoses. Orthoses serve as an exoskeleton for those who seem to have lost the ability to walk. With orthoses, the dream of being able to walk is now visible to those who were paralyzed due to an accident. However, the technology is still a bit backward, since they need some impulse from the person's body. However, some improvements are being done to it, so that in a matter of time, it is connected to the neurosenses, and movement of the exoskeleton will be possible with the mind. Besides making it possible for movement to be feasible for paralyzed patients, this exoskeleton can correct the posture of an individual. If you have a terrible posture, this is used by medical agents to help correct their patient's internal bone structure. 3. Endoscopy bot. During an endoscopy, a small camera attached to a long wire is inserted into the body through a natural opening, to look for damage, foreign bodies, or signs of disease. This is a delicate and uncomfortable process that can eventually become obsolete. Companies such as Medinering are developing new procedures that use slim, flexible robots that, like remote-controlled vehicles, can be steered exactly where doctors want them. There, it holds position without the tremor of human hands, and a variety of devices can be used, from biopsy to cauterization of lesions. Even more surprising is the so-called capsule endoscopy. Capsule endoscopy simply involves a pill-sized robot walking through the digestive tract, gathering information, taking pictures, and sending them to a processor for diagnosis. Number 2 is actuated and sensory prostheses. Sensory prostheses are not a new thing. We've seen it in cartoons, humans with robot hands becoming superheroes. However, this is not the same thing. Prostheses as itself is not a new thing, it has been used for quite some time now. Formerly, used to be in plastic, used to replace the arms, or limbs of patients who lost their body parts, because of an accident, or one disease. The thing about plastic prostheses is that they are just simply there, you can't move them. These days, with the improvement of technology and biotech, there are now sensory prostheses that allow the patient to be able to move the arm or limb like they would if it was their real arm or limb. Researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology Biomechatronics Lab have developed gyroscopic robotic limbs that can track their position in 3 dimensions and move joints up to 750 times per second. Additionally, they have developed a bionic skin and neural implant system that communicates with the nervous system, allowing the user to feel the prosthetic leg and control it freely like a normal limb. Nearly 2 million amputees in the United States alone will soon experience greater euphoria from this breakthrough in human-machine fusion. Finally, at number 1 is Da Vinci. Taking the lead for the top 10 robots for healthcare is the Da Vinci system. This one might be strange to a lot of people, so what is this mysterious bot? The distinction between robots and medical tools is blurred by this technology, as the surgeon always has full control, but the breakthroughs it enables are amazing. With the help of the Da Vinci system, certain procedures can be performed with the smallest incisions and the highest level of precision, resulting in less bleeding, faster healing, and a lower risk of infection. If you must know, the Da Vinci system has been around for quite a while now, and improvements continue to be made to it to make sure that its functions continue to get better as time progresses. In conclusion, the Da Vinci system brings an end to our list, but we're sure from the list, you have seen that all of these bots are quite important in the health sector. These robots help everyone in the hospital, doctors, nurses, patients, cleaners, etc. have better hospital relationship. These bots are surely something you should consider adding to your list of next equipment to get into your hospital. We have come to the end of this video. What do you think about the top 10 robots for healthcare? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure you turn on your notifications so you will be notified when next we post a new video.